Hello, welcome. My name is Catherine Wingy with Austin Aqua Yoga. Today I wanted to show you a little quick practice I like to do when I'm feeling kind of stressed out. I'm having a hard time breathing. Maybe I got a little bit of shoulder and neck tension. So we're going to be doing some Aqua Yoga and a little bit of pranayama combined. For this practice, you just need to be in a chest depth pool and have a noodle. So to begin, actually, you won't need your noodle. Let's just check in. So noticing the sensations you're currently experiencing in your body. Notice the quality of your breath, like the inhale, the exhale. And see if you can deepen the breath and slow it down. And then let's take our feet wide, get your shoulders underwater, and then I'd like you just to start to move in any way that feels good, like rolling the shoulders, maybe swinging the hips. Call this kalpasana or seaweed asana. You're like seaweed or kelp in the ocean, just moving, and pushing against the water, maybe rolling the head. Good. And then we will locate our noodle, grab a hold of it. You're going to hold it with your left hand. Take a wide stance coming into goddess pose. Feel your heels and balls of the feet connected to the planet. With an inhale, extend your arms out wide, like you're going to give someone a big hug and you're really extending those arms wide. And then exhale, pass the noodle to your opposite hand. When the inhale arrives, open those arms wide and have the palms shining forward as you do this. Spread those fingers. And then exhale, floating the noodle back through center. Let's do that once more on either side. Almost like you're going to your arms are going to grow to embrace that which feels stressful, whatever it is that maybe is causing your tight neck, tight shoulders, short breath. Good. And then next, I'd like you to inhale and push the noodle forward. Extend your left arm back behind you. And then exhale. Bring left hand to noodle as you untwist. And the inhale, extend right arm back behind you. Rotating heart, head to the right. Exhale, come out of it. It's a little counterintuitive maybe, exhaling or inhaling as you come into the twist. But I'd like you to continue exhaling out of the twist, inhaling into the twist as you keep the legs in goddess pose. Head and heart aligned over pelvis. Maybe you even turn your head to look at the hand behind you as you do this. And I'd like you to count in your mind, how long does it take you to inhale? And how long does it take you to exhale? I'd like you to even out the inhale and exhale so both counts are the same. Maybe 5 counts to inhale, 5 counts to exhale. Good. And then at the top of the breath, when the lungs are full of breath and you're turning, I'd like you to Pause for 1 count. And then as you proceed to exhale out of it, pause at the bottom of the breath while the lungs are empty for 1 count. And then proceed to the second side. Inhaling, twist, pause for 1 count. Exhaling, and twist, pause for 1 count. Again, inhaling, twist, pause for the count. Exhaling, and twist. Do that one more time on. Lovely. And now I'd like you to take the hands onto the noodle. Go wide with your grasp, maybe holding the ends of the noodle. You'll lift the noodle up out of the water. Sink a little deeper into the pool. Maybe letting your groin and your pelvis relax a little bit more here, just to help you sink. Again, your feet are touching the floor. Knees are opening wide like a butterfly's wings. And then take a look at both your feet. I'd like you to turn both your toes to the right. You're going to keep your right knee bent and straighten your left leg. So our legs are moving into like a warrior 2 position. So just check. And then you're going to straighten the right leg as well as we move into a variation of triangle pose. You're going to dip the right corner of the noodle, the right edge of the noodle into the water as you reach the left arm up overhead. And it's like you're really pulling the noodle down, trying to sink it down into the water as you reach. Maybe even leaning the head and the heart back a little bit. Keep your feet plugged into that planet. And if you're feeling pretty floaty, maybe your stance needs to be a little bit shorter. Maybe you need to get into a little bit more shallow water. Let's take one more breath here. Maybe even turning the head to look at the left hand. Good. And then bend both knees. Come on back through goddess pose. And try to rip that noodle apart above your head. Maybe even floating the noodle back in space if that feels good. And then take a look at both your feet. I'd like you to turn your toes to the left. Straightening the right leg. The left knee could be bent for a moment as you just make sure you're swinging that left knee open like a book. And then straighten the left leg, moving into triangle pose, second side. Dip. Try to sink that left edge of the noodle into the water as you reach the right side body. Reach the right arm. Maybe leaning the head and the heart back. So it's a little bit of a twist here as you're coming into this Trikonasana, this triangle pose. The heart and head are slightly rotating to the right. Hips moving away from the noodle, the left side of the noodle. One more round of breath. Good. Come on back through center. Once again, goddess pose. Maybe rip that noodle apart. And then release. Submerging the body once again in the water, rolling the shoulders. And then coming to a seat, sitting like you're sitting in a chair. Push your shoulders forward. Bring them up towards the ears, and then draw the shoulder blades back behind you. So they're sliding the shoulder blades flat behind you on the heart. And then interlace the fingers and straightening the elbows. So you're using this bind to help open the chest. Now for some of you, if your chest is feeling really tight, maybe this bind, your heads of your shoulders are still coming forward. If that's happening, maybe it might even just be better for you to bring your hands to your hips and then you squeeze the elbows towards each other. Whatever is going to help create more space in the chest. Lift the base of the skull, send the head back a little bit. Last breath. Good. And then once again, submerge in the water. And a little bit more Kalpasana, moving around. Maybe rolling the head a little side to side. And then roll your head to the right, right ear to right shoulder. Extend your left arm away from you under the water. You can even peel the fingertips back up towards the sky. And then let's do the second side. Left ear towards left shoulder. Extending the right arm away. Reaching through the heel of the right hand, peeling those fingertips back. Head heavy to the left. Good, and then come back through center. And then just take a moment, come up to stand, and just check in. What are the sensations of your body now? What is the quality of your breath? Okay, great. So I hope that you found benefit from that sequence. If you did, pass it along. Do something kind for someone else today. And if you like this video, feel free to like it. Leave me a comment. Let me know how it went. If you want to learn more, I have an Aqua Yoga Beginners video series. You can check out the link below. Thank you so much for checking it out. Namaste.